Keeping in step with its poll promise, the DMK government has formally announced that the Archanai or worship conducted in temples will now be done in Tamil language. The first step in this direction was taken at the Kabalishwara temple in Chennai on Wednesday in what will be the first phase of implementing Stalin's promise. Minister for Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments P.K. Shekhar Babu has said that the Tamil Archanai would first be introduced in 47 major temples across the state and then expanded to smaller temples. This is not the first time in Tamil Nadu's history that a government has made efforts to take the Tamil language into religious space dominated by Sanskrit. A few years ago, Hindu Religious and Endowment Board had ordered that Tamil can be a language of worship in all temples. Yet, most temples did not introduce the system, even though people have been emphasizing on its need. In 2019, Archanais were performed in Tamil in Chennai's Vadapalani Murugan temple on the Tamil New Year. The move actually garnered a favorable and appreciative response from the devotees. Since then, the first Archanai on opening the temple has been performed in Tamil. At times, it is played again on request of devotees. The Stalin government's move is an attempt to set up a formal system to ensure that devotees who want to listen to the Archanai in Tamil can avail of it. Signages with the names and contact numbers of priests who can perform the Archanai in Tamil have been placed at the entrance of temples. This will not disturb the present system of chanting Archanai in Sanskrit, as only select priests would chant them in Tamil, of course on request. The government had recently conducted a Tamil refresher course for the priests. Efforts are also underway to bring these chants out in a book form so that devotees can also learn to chant them. Chanting Archanais in Tamil has been a political issue since the advent of Neo-Shaivism. Neo-Shaivism insisted that in ancient Shaiva religion, it was Tamil rather than Sanskrit that was used as language of worship. They insist that it was only after the Aryan invasion Sanskrit was introduced in temples, eventually leading to the two languages becoming an integral part of institutionalized Hinduism. In the 1920s, Periyar E.V. Ramasamy questioned why one should worship deities in an alien language. Later, in 1972, he questioned what business a god had in Tamil Nadu if he did not want Tamil. Throughout 1950s and 60s, Ramasamy promoted the cause of Tamil as a liturgical language. In 1943, the Tamil Consciousness Conference vouched for desanskritizing the names of deities, temples and temple towns and replacing them with their original or former Tamil names. It also called for priests to perform Archanais in Tamil and proposed incentives for the same. Devotees of Tamil argued that their devotion to gods could not come in the way of their devotion to Tamil. In post-independent India, ritual and liturgical politics has been a hot topic of contention, especially for the DMK. In the 1950s and 1960s, the state even took up the issue for legislation. This issue was centered on the use of Tamil and its religious texts in temples. Former Chief Minister Karunanidhi echoed these sentiments in the 1970s in support of the DMK governments in attempts to authorize the use of Tamil as a primary worship language. Historians say that 10 centuries back, in what is known as the Bhakti movement, Tamil was used in religious worship. Religious endowments like the Devaram and Tiruvasagam, known as the Tamil Vedas, were used for chanting in Saivite temples. In earlier times, there are records of King Rajaraja Chola having appointed devotional singers and priests to perform the temple rituals in Tamil. Ancient Tamil literary text Tolkappiyam is a testimony to this fact. Given such historical and cultural history, P. Maniyarasan, the leader of Tamil Desiya Periyakam and co-coordinator of Thanjai Periya Koil Urimai Meetpu Kulu, has stated that Sanskrit was not a part of early Tamil history. He has thus argued that using the Tamil language in rituals is not against the law or tradition. He further accused those opposing it of attempting to impose Sanskrit. The efforts of the present government are a positive step towards reclaiming Tamil culture without ruffling the feathers of what has now come to be accepted as traditional worship in Sanskrit. A Federal Report.